Welcome to Trekking into Literature. Let's change things up and just jump right into it. Today's rewatch is Star Trek Deep Space Nine, The Storyteller. You can pause here and enjoy this fun episode that affirms faith in our collective humanity, recognizes the right of indigenous self-governance, and highlights the power of confident leadership to bring people together in a positive way. Welcome back. According to Memory Alpha, writers of The Storyteller freely share that it's a direct adaptation of The Man Who Would Be King by Rudyard Kipling. According to some sources, that story may itself be based upon the real-life exploits of an American adventurer named Josiah Harlan, who traveled to Asia in the 19th century. There he claimed to have been the Prince of Ghor, a place which is now a province in modern Afghanistan. The A-plot of The Storyteller with Miles and Julian is clearly a tale about foreigners becoming local leaders over an indigenous people, directly mirroring the basic setup of the main thrust of Kipling's story. The B-plot, with Jake and Nog befriending a young Bajoran leader in the midst of a land dispute while she seeks counsel from Captain Sisko, also speaks to significant portions of Kipling's story. Thankfully, our heroes, Captain Sisko, Jake, and Chief O'Brien, are people of conscience and integrity, where Kipling's characters are most definitely not. I have to tell you, The Man Who Would Be King was a hard read, not for pronunciation of Indian and Afghani place names, nor English idioms, but for content. It is a story of criminal ambition, murder, colonialism, sexism, classism, and over all of it, a base color-coded racism. Respectably, Kipling makes no effort to sugarcoat these things nor present them as anything less than what they are. Nevertheless, I find myself unwilling to read it here. Some of the dialogue just isn't the kind of thing I'm ready to perform, and it would be a disservice to the work to present it censored or sanitized in any way. I would encourage you to read The Man Who Would Be King, if you're ready. It's an important story. While a bit fantastical at times, and maybe not entirely historically accurate to any specific persons or series of events, it does make an honest representation of certain realities of the English colonial period that simply aren't repeated in polite society. It takes a hard look at horrible things that some humans are willing to do to each other for the sake of power, even when they believe themselves to be the same color, and the tragic ends that can come to those who use unjust means. There is an audiobook of The Man Who Would Be King, free with a few ads, available through LibriVox. That's LibriVox. It can be found online through your PC or smartphone apps. You can also read the text by checking it out at a well-stocked local library, or looking it up at wikisource.org. That's wikisource.org. Thank you for tuning into this sadly short trek into literature. Thanks to wikisource.org and LibriVox for posting and hosting this story for free on the open internet. It's important, as people of conscience, to speak honestly about the legacy of wrongs that we have inherited. Please join in next time as another roll of the dice takes us to the feature films with Star Trek Nemesis. Until then, my friends, live long and prosper.